Alright, welcome guys, welcome. We are back with XENONAUTS 2. My name is DasTactic, welcome to the channel, and this is going to be a start of a series, I think. So I've sort of put a playlist together, or the start of a playlist for this particular one. This is the first time I've played it actually since it released. So we've got the full release version. I did mean to play it. I'm sort of surprised. I was looking back through some of the old videos to try to get the thumbnail so I could just use the same thumbnail for YouTube, but it wasn't there, so I had to sort of build a new one. Anyway, that's fine. This is a game that I sort of always feel like I play a lot of, but maybe I haven't played it for quite some time. So this is going to be definitely a if you're watching this on Twitch, it's going to be a game where we do actually end up, of course, with the DasDemption, which means that you can name the characters, and if they get killed, you get banned. So that's the way it's going to be working. If you're watching on YouTube, I can't really do that on YouTube, so it's only really a Twitch-only type interaction. So anyway, let's just go to new game. I do have one mod, by the way, before I sort of... two mods, I think, but I can't get one of the mods to work. So, oh, there we go, it's there now. Wasn't there before. Definitely want that running. We may need to just restart it, I'm thinking. It wasn't there before, which is interesting. I've got a combat log here, which adds a scrollable combat log, so I know exactly what happened. When I saw that, I thought I need that. This is actually a good one for me. And absolute shots also then just means that the guns take a set amount of action points to fire, not a percentage of your own action points, which means that as you level up, you become much more deadly. Which I like the idea of that one. Anyway, we'll save and close that, and we will actually just go back and exit just so that we can reset everything. And where are we? It's under modern warfare-ish. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that because when I had subscribed to it, it didn't show up as something that could then come in. Glad I double-checked. That way we know exactly what did actually happen in the fights. So we're going to go into new. Just double check those mods. Yes, they're both active, which is good. Okay, save and close, and new game. In we go. We'll do just soldier level, just that the guys don't die too easily. Now the tutorial campaign begins with a tutorial mission that explains the basic controls. We don't need that. Extended, so it's primarily balanced around the standard campaign, which has about 35 tactical battles, roughly 20 hours of gameplay. Extended mode is available for those who want to engage in even more tactical battles. This disables the UFO delegation system, reducing the player's monthly income, but also removing the additional cost for committing more than 2 crash site missions for each type of UFO. Players will therefore need to complete many more UFO crash sites to make up for the lost delegation funding, which can extend the campaign to over 50 missions and over 30 hours of gameplay. Some players love extended mode, while others consider it too repetitive. We recommend players use standard mode for their first campaign and then choose whatever option suits their preference. I haven't seen this before. I would tend to go with extended, to be honest. So I think we will. Let's go and do that. So it's going to just be, not that we're going to get all that far into the game, to be honest. And then Iron Man mode is a game mode that prevents players from loading earlier save games, forcing players to live with their mistakes. I can't really afford to play with that, because if I make a bad mistake and get the squad killed, and it's my mistake, then I sort of have to wear that. So I do need to be able to come back in and load in the game. All of these are actually okay. Allow error combat auto resolve. I will allow that. I still haven't played it, like I sort of avoided it when the game was in development, because it wasn't ready. And I haven't ever gone back to really learn the nuances of air combat. Maybe we have to do it this time. Alright, let's begin the campaign. So now the tutorial is short, but we recommend completing it before playing the campaign. Some controls have changed since XENONAUTS 1. Yeah, no, that's okay. We'll skip the tutorial.
The year is 2000. The world teeters on the brink of nuclear war. Tensions between capitalist and communist nations are at boiling point. Every opportunity for peace has failed, as if an invisible hand
This
inexorably
Bosco saying too much of a
squeezed
safe scummer for Iron Man mode.
We Xenomorphs know
If it was just me, I would just do it, but it's not just me. I'm thinking of you guys.
human in origin, and we must protect our planet against this extraterrestrial threat however we can. After years spent gathering information on an enemy that few believe exists, we are finally ready to strike back. The war for our future begins now.
So this is now feature complete. It's got all of the various AIs and stuff in it as well, which is great. It's an awesome game. God, it's good. It is so damn good. God, it's, you know, it has been a long time. I was even just thinking just before, like, you know, how do I actually play the game? And I've sort of forgotten a few different things. Okay, so the Shadow War. If you believe our enemies exist, yet the malign tendrils of their influence can be felt across our planet. Rising tensions between capitalist and communist nations threaten to spark a ruinous nuclear war before the invasion even begins. Just keep on pressing space. Commander, good to finally make an appearance. Welcome to our backup facility. Should be safe here at least for a while. No getting around the fact that we're living in a derelict nuclear bunker full of 60s era junk though. I hope you're fine with cold showers, cold food, and, well, cold everything. The temperature is the least of our concerns. My work suggests that we have mere months before the aliens can launch a full-scale invasion. If we are to prepare, we must gather data on the alien forces scanning our planet. Of course, the cleaners are the humans that look after the sort of preparing the way for the aliens. Unlikely to make that easy. Yep, that's why I called this meeting. Yep, blah, blah, blah. Commander, I'm formally handing over control of the organisation to you. Situation has changed and we need someone with military experience making the big decisions. That's us, guys. That's us. I run day-to-day matters while like keeping us supplied, getting this place patched up. All you need to do is figure out how to win the war. And so congratulations on promotion, Commander. There we go. One hopes you prove equal to the task. Absolutely. Now, what we need to do is we need to place the base. There's a few good spots on the game. Like it's sort of like we're trying to sort of get as big an area ultimately as possible. So I'll just go to place base into here. I always like it down around Greece. It sort of gives me Europe, but even North Africa or even the Middle East is not too bad. It sort of covers a lot of territory. Sort of back end. Those three rings are as the base expands, so that's going to be the coverage. Turkey. I think I'll just go Europe. You know, I think I'll just place it in around. I could even go Italy. Doesn't make that much difference, does it? Let's make it Rome, just for the fun of it. Like we won't. I won't sort of min-max everything too much. I mean, there's a few areas like, you know, in China and Russia, for example, isn't too bad. North America's not too bad either. But let's go and make it around Rome. So we'll make this the Roman base. Choose the base name, Roma. Except there we are. Doomsday counter. So objective: prevent the Doomsday counter reaching 100. So we need to go and do that. This is an important part of what's going on. We're at 30% at the moment. Aliens are attempting to spark a nuclear war by raising tensions between capitalist and communist nations. If we succeed, so we must keep the Doomsday counter under control until the invasion begins. Successful enemy activity on the geoscope will increase Doomsday. So we have to stop them. Now we are playing, so I can't pause. This is just going sort of like bit by bit. Now, the things we need to go and do. I've sort of forgotten what to do here. We're going to have to look at our main base. Okay, so the base that we actually have through here. We've got generators back in through this other side, which is going to give me a little bit of extra power. God, I'm missing where things actually are now. So if we go and click on these, provided the facility with additional power, soldier scientists, engineers. That's the power capacity. There we go. We've got up to 30 more power that we can sort of go and place inside. We do actually have one radar array, just so we can sort of go and check out what's going on. We can get up to 3 radars if we do need to. We do actually have the hangar, and also just a single hangar in through there. We want a second one of those, just so we can get 2 attack aircraft. That will be important. So Sabosco saying Australia always draws a short straw in these types of games because of how little ground coverage you get in the circle. Yes. Yeah, that's just what happens. Access lift. This is the access into where we are. Back and through here is the storeroom. So this is again going to be giving us storage capacity. Now we're not using any of it just yet, so we don't need to worry about that one through there. Down through here we've got the workshop. We've only got a single workshop, and then we've got a couple of living quarters. So we've got the living quarters will then give us the capacity. We've got 2 more players we can bring in, which we will do fairly soon. We've got the laboratory. We definitely need the medical facility. So these are different things we can then go and build on the side. So the medical centre is going to give me, the effect is 2 hit points per day and plus 20% survival. So very, very important. And it does, the important things when we're looking at these things is just seeing to see if it, like what it boosts itself with. And so, for example, if we look at the workshop, if I go and click on it, see how there's a plus there, but there's no plus anywhere else. When there's a plus, it means that they actually are getting a bonus. And same with with the medical center, it should tell us where is that adjacency. Yeah, so this one, the training center, gives me plus 2 training capacity when it's adjacent to another training center. The workshop is plus 2 workshop capacity. Laboratory is plus 2 research capacity if I go and get another laboratory. So we sort of want to be planning around doing different bits and pieces back and through here as well. I thought there's a blueprint mode we could sort of set things up just to plan out the whole thing if we wanted to. Hi, Sea and Sand, how you going? I was wondering if you're going to play this in the final version. Yes, I've been meaning to come back to it for quite some time. We'll definitely be wanting to have another. Yeah, I wonder if there is actually another hangar. If we go and place it, and just rotate these around, we will be wanting to get another hangar in there. There's no adjacency bonus. It doesn't matter where these things actually are. But we don't need, it uses up 10 power of the 30 we have left. We will need it eventually. Storeroom we're going to need eventually as well. So the storeroom, again, we get adjacency there. So that would be sort of fairly important. One thing I don't know is can we move these around? I don't think we can. I think we're sort of stuck with them when they're there. Yeah, it can't be demolished. Yeah, that's okay. That one can't be demolished either. Yep. So not that we would want to do that. Yeah, so it's really going to come down to the living quarters again, adjacency plus 4 living capacity. So we've got like the, I was sure there was a blueprint mode. This is our base here. I just can't think of where it is. Hi Ruts, how you going? Anyway, I think medical is probably going to be the one that we want to get up and running fairly soon. So this one here doesn't have any adjacency whatsoever. It does give us the extra healing and the survival. So we can sort of place that any old position, because it really doesn't matter where it goes. What about the radar array? Radar array also has 0 adjacency, so radar arrays can end up anywhere they like. The generators do have a plus 20 power capacity. That's really important that we try to keep these working together. Like so, we end up with like all 4 of those slots being taken up with the actual with the generator as well. Yeah, living quarters down this way. Laboratory is going to end up being over there for the adjacency. Workshop, yeah, training center. We don't have any training center at this point in time. We will be wanting to go and get that one. What's that one there? That's the workshop. So we need to get another workshop. There's a lot for us to sort of consider in through here. And the missile battery, defense batteries, are large surface-to-air weapons. Again, that won't have. Oh yeah, that one does have adjacency. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that one though. We probably won't ever get to that. So the medical centre, I might... Well, again, I could ultimately end up with lots of labs in through there. We wanted to keep that one there. I think I'm back up in here for the medical centre. In one of these slots. I can't see that being sort of anything else that we would want to do. Let's just go and chuck it in there. Okay, that chews up a fair bit of our money. So we'll just go with that one through that side. Next across is research. And we do need to check out the cleaners, so we'll just go into the research. Oops, why can't we? Oh, current research is the cleaners anyway, that's fine. We've got 5 scientists, we can't do anything else with those just yet. This one through here, we can actually go and get ourselves another interceptor, which we will be wanting to do at some point. We also can make money by not doing anything. So no engineering selected, we get plus 250 per hour, so let's just keep that one going. I need a hangar for this. Actually, maybe I should really grab a hangar as well. That's going to be 7 days. I'll come back for that one. Soldiers. Okay, we're going to... this will be where we start to rename. Now, time units are pretty much the most important thing, I find. So they're all... everyone's just privates at this stage. So we've got just sort by time units. You can see that we've got some pretty useless ones at the bottom here. Accuracy is going to be important for getting like whoever's the most accurate. Like this one here, for example. Well, this one's already a sniper. So only got one sniper at this stage. That's fine. So he is fine as the sniper. Good hit points, good time units, and then good accuracy. Strength is pretty crappy. This one here is terrible, so I'll probably actually end up ditching him. Reflexes don't really matter a hell of a lot. I mean, the higher the reflexes, we may sort of want to get like a shield unit with good reflexes. So she's the shield unit. Definitely want to have good hit points on that one. If we have a look at the accuracy again, you've got a couple that are good hit points. Poor time units, unfortunately. Time units are just so important. Yeah, I think we might ditch this one. Resmelin resumed a character. So do you have one that you want to do? Yeah, can you change the names? Yes, we can. So we will be. This is going to be a full DasDemption run. So get who you want. The sniper is set in concrete, so we do actually have... I'm not going to change him. I will end up with a second sniper. I've got one heavy down through here, which has got low time units, but the hit points are pretty good. Yeah, these bottom 5 are not great. They're not great at all. Got some really crappy things in through there as well. The assault and the rifleman. The assaults could possibly get away with that one. Actually, the most time units we want to have is 4 assaults. So I'm thinking that Andor Kratz will probably be another assault unit. Strength, I like this one, so I'm going to go and make that one an assault. So we've got 2 assaults at the top there. This one here, accuracy is pretty bad. Yeah, the accuracy is good here. Look, I think I'll still keep that one. He's going to be a bit of a star, I think. Back in through there. Yep, so Ruts has redeemed one as well. So Rifleman, please. Okay. I won't get you the poor accuracy. The time units, though, are important. But Sniper, the shield. Don't know if I want her as a shield at this stage. I'm thinking maybe one of these. This one here. We'll make that the shield. Make this a rifleman. So, Resmelin, do you have a choice as to whether you prefer to be sniper? At this stage, we've got sniper, assault, shield, or rifleman, or heavy as well. But I probably won't end up using the heavy that much, to be honest. I don't sort of rate them all that well. They're okay for suppression. That's about it. Assault, please. There we go. So this will be the first of them. So what I'll do is we'll actually, if I go to manage, if I just go back into here, can I rename in here? No, I can't. I have to do it from the armory screen. So Andor Kratz. There he is. Resmelin. Okay, so we've got Private Resmelin there. Rutz was going to be a rifleman. We'll come back to sorting all these things out in just a minute. Just go back to the soldiers again. Sort by time units. So we've got Resmelin in through that side. The rifleman, I think I'm going to give you this one here, just because the accuracy is so poor up through this other side. So I don't think I'll be taking them on very many missions ultimately. So Jennifer Lee is on the Skyhawk at this stage. There we go. This one is going to be Rutz. Hi Began, how are you going? It's a new run, it is indeed. Rutz, I won't put the DC, we'll just go Rutz there. So Private Rutz. So she is the, she's probably going to be our best rifleman at this point in time. Back to the soldiers. We will ditch a few of them. Okay, then we've got Rack here, the red. So it has shield unit. Okay, there we go. I've only got the one, James Watson. And Rack here, the red. There we are. So that's Rack here, the red done. Alright, so we're getting a few of them named now. Again, just looking at the time units in through here. Actually, that rifleman there is not too bad either. Like, he's actually pretty good. But I think I'm going to ditch these bottom ones. So I'm going to take him out of the... I'm going to unassign that one. I will assign... who should we assign? Bravery is poor in through this other side. I'm probably going to end up getting rid of a lot of these ones at the bottom here. So I might just reassign this one here, even though his actual accuracy is terrible. So put that one on the Skyhawk. Actually, one thing we will need to do is to get a Mars platform as well, just to take on the missions. So Rut's saying I can make the surgical changes needed. So well, that's, you've got reasonable accuracy there. So we do have the sniper. No one's actually, usually someone will grab the sniper pretty early. They don't usually have great, great staying power. Yeah, with the, let's go and see what we can recruit. Okay, so Began has redeemed character, something good sniper. Yep, okay, that's our best sniper at this stage. What's our only sniper? Conrad Evans. Began. There we are. So, and we'll come back and sort of sort out all of the equipment fairly soon before we go on a mission. All right. So in terms of the, we've still got a good rifleman, Rutz, Resmelin, Racky, the red. We've still got a another rifleman there, which I will take, even though the accuracy is shit. Look, that's terrible. I might make. Actually, got two assaults. This one's not that good either. This one's also another. So I've got another assault, another rifleman. And we do actually still have the heavy as well, but the time units are bad. This one here I may ditch at some point. So you can say handsome fella, he's going to die though. Yes, they do tend to die a bit. So Rutz is saying we all will. I think you all will actually. Anyway, let's continue on. So we can still add two in there. Let's go back to recruitment and see what we have. And again, time units is what's critical here, and then sort of trying to get the best of the bunch from in here. This one's terrible hit points, but great strength. So any of these time units, like over 50, are worth looking at. You know, I'm going to go back to manage soldiers. I'm going to ditch the bottom two. Accuracy is good there, though, even though the time units are shit. Everything is okay except for time units. Okay, we're going to ditch you. And then we've got Ari Jung back into here as well. Let's get rid of both of those. Let's dismiss those 2 soldiers. Gives us less to play with. And then we'll go to recruit soldiers in here. Again, time units are super important. Good accuracy, not great strength. Yeah, that's unfortunately the best strength one has got the... there's no one that's really clean where the time units are good as well. Time units are just super critical. Well, we'll get you in, Private Miller. Accuracy super high there. Low strength, so I won't be able to carry much, but that's actually another great sniper. So I'll bring that one in as well. We can bring 4 in. Strength is poor there. That's actually not... Yeah, this one here, unfortunately, the hit points are just terrible. That one there has got good strength. Accuracy doesn't matter much. Still good time units, good hit points. Reflexes are poor, but that's okay. Bravery is okay as well. I'll bring that one in. That one there's not bad as well, but bravery is poor, so morale will drop too quickly. I want to get 4 of them. That one there's pretty good, except for the strength is terrible. So, Stream Player saying, "Hi Daz, just tuned in. Did you choose extended mode?" No, I didn't. In the end, I thought about it. I think I'd prefer that one, but we're not going to be playing long enough for that to actually. I don't know if I did or not. Actually, I know I was tempted to. I was thinking about it, but I didn't actually. I don't think I clicked it in the end. Actually, no, I did. I did click it in the end. You have to look back at the start and just let me know if I did click it. I think I did click it because I sort of didn't want to have. I just wanted to have a bit more of a sort of like a random experience. So we'll recruit these. That's going to get me up to the maximum living capacity. So we've selected those, so they're going to be on the way. All right. So we now actually have these transits coming in 2 days' time. So they can also then be reassigned as they do come in. Now, the one that I was thinking of getting was the this one here as another assault. Actually, I can't change it just yet until they arrive. That's a heavy. Okay, so through playing say okay, because if not, you have to pay 100 operation points per UFO after you shoot taking down 3. Yeah, so. I think that's what actually swayed me in the end not to play the traditional way. Okay, training capacity. We've only got training capacity for 10, so I can't really do anything there just yet. All right, that'll do us. 15 days up there. Still got a fair bit to spend up this other side. I think I will get another hangar. Oh, hang on, I can't afford it. I'm already at the maximum power capacity, so we're going to need to get more generators. So that will then take that one up. The hangar. Grab another hangar. Okay. Yeah, so I can't actually, there's no blueprint mode as such. Still got a fair bit going on up there. So got medics up that way. Going to need to get more living quarters as well at some point. And storage eventually, but not right now. And we do need to get training as well. I might pop the training centre. We don't have a training centre yet. You've got workshop, living quarters. The workshop I can extend out this way. might extend that one down. I might bring the training quarters, the training centre back off this way as well. Alright, so that'll just give me a bit more. We're just spending the money probably a bit too much at this stage. Yeah, we did have an empty hangar, and we've now, with the cost, it's not good enough. Alright, so we'll just go back across. We've got the soldiers there, which is good. We've got the no items present in here just yet. Armory, what we'll do is when we get a mission, we'll actually then sort of do our first loadout to get everyone optimized. Aircraft, we'll just keep these sort of going with what they have. They don't have any real sort of loadout that we need to sort of then go and do. At this stage, I'll also go and change this as at the time. The drop ships, etc., etc. That's okay. Alright, back in here, let's just go and speed up time. And wait for something to happen. The cleaners! Although the unknown extraterrestrial force scanning our planet remains the ultimate threat to humanity, their work has been assisted by a mysterious human organisation known informally as the cleaners. We know little about the cleaners, beyond the fact that they invariably appear within a few hours of suspected alien activity, forcibly taking any eyewitness into custody and erasing all evidence, blah blah blah. Important missions are always handled by teams of cleaner soldiers carrying military rifles and wearing distinctive green hazmat suits. If anyone that develops an interest in the cleaners tends to disappear without a trace. Hollis's equation is now changed. The cleaners are clearly devoting significant resources to eliminate us. I hope you and your men, yeah, blah blah blah. That's okay. Accept the report. So that was the information about the cleaners. Now we're back to smallish numbers. Now the Doomsday counter. We're not getting anything else in here yet. It's funny how these normally fill up. So there's nothing else we can do there. So we must have to earn the bottom panel here, I think. Alright, so that was in terms of research. No research selected. So we are actually generating a bit more money. And so we need to find research to be able to then go and sort of do it. So this, I think, is because we're playing extended and without the tutorial. I think that's why that we're sort of getting this with nothing there. I think if you got the tutorial, it does sort of kick back in. Anyway, we're generating a little bit more money at this point in time. I prefer to be generating research. Atlas Base. We must regain control of Atlas Base for long enough to destroy any remaining equipment that our... So this is actually part of the tutorial. This is our first mission. This is a hard mission. So that our enemies could use to monitor our covert activities. So it's an elimination mission. The premise of the game is that we start off with our Atlas Base. It's attacked by the cleaners, essentially, and the aliens. They take it over, and we have to then run to this makeshift base that we actually have set up in Rome. So we've got 3 days to actually do this one. It's a strategic operation. Loss affects a game over, so we have to win it. So we've got to show the mission briefing. We can launch the combat team, but we're not ready just yet. So I'm going to get my team now ready. So I'm just going to close that run for a second. And so it's down in here. This is actually where the Atlas base was. So we'll go across back to our soldiers. These are still transiting in. I don't need to bring these. The accuracy... Having 2 shitty accuracies. I might... no, the time units are more important than the accuracy, I think. Because we can still get suppression with that. Alright, so that's going to be the team. We've still got 1, 2, 3... We've still got 3, 4 that can actually be named. So we still have positions there if anyone does want to grab them. Once we get started on a mission, I can't name them. So while we sort of do this setup for the people on the Skyhawk, we'll just keep them coming. I'll just go across the armory and start to sort of figure out our way through. So we'll just go from the top. We've got the rifleman. So this is Ruts. We've only got tactical armor. Just go to equipment. We do actually have 1 med kit. We've got the ballistic rifle, which will be the only real rifle that we can sort of take with us in this instance. Rifleman loadout. Yeah, we can actually. That's just a soldier role. I can actually sort of go and change or even add more different loadouts for this one. I've got a smoke grenade, a fragmentation grenade. We've still got 7 points left over, which is enough for more ammunition if we need it. We do actually have C4, demolition charge. I don't think we need that, so I'll ditch that one. That'll just give me enough for maybe a flashbang. So if we just go back into the equipment, we've got the modules there as well, like the rebreather and also the tactical module, which will actually, we've got that one there. This will then just give me +4 accuracy. Tailslide Fox, there we go. So redeemed a character. If you've got a choice, of assault, rifleman, or heavy. But the heavy I wouldn't recommend because I'm probably going to end up ditching him. So you've got a couple of riflemen or an assault there. So if you just tails, if you want to select which one you want. Just go back to equipment. Assault. Okay, there we go. So we just go. I'll just get a rut set up and then we'll sort of do the rest of it. So we've got the flashbangs. So these are important. I'll just go and throw that in there as well. I can grab 2 of those, which I think I'll do. So just get 2 flashbangs, and that gets our carry weight. Now what we want to do ultimately is be 1 or 2 over in the weight. That actually gets our strength up. So it's a bit of a, I don't know if it's mentioned anywhere about the strength. Does it tell us in through here? Strength is used to calculate the carrying capacity of a soldier, how far they can throw grenades and how effectively they can manage recoil. So soldiers gain 10 progress points for every 1 time unit spent on movement when carrying over 80% of their maximum carrying capacity. Okay, so we are actually over 80% there. I wonder if that's, that may have changed actually, because it used to be that you had to go over 100%. That's all we need to do. Like it does, it's not giving us, we don't need to push it beyond that in this case. If you go above it, so what you used to do is just grab a clip here which is only worth 2 weight, throw that in there, and now we've got 1 time unit penalty. So we end up with 1 less time unit. Again, the strength is not going to... yeah, you get progress points for every 1 time unit. Actually, I'll keep it this way, where we just end up with 1 time unit penalty. This is just to add a bit of extra weight. So Supreme Plague saying great tabletop tavern video. I think I'll grab it. See it just released in full. Yes, yeah, great game. It's going to be an absolute incredible game. I think. I hope it does well. Now we don't want a heavy armor. This is going to slow the units down. That's going to add a lot to it. Supreme Plague is free. Any class will do. We've only got riflemen really that is suitable at this point in time. Anyway, let's go to the next one. So that one is now ready to go for the mission. This one here is the assault. This is going to be Tailslide Fox. And we've got the baton, which is good. Stun baton. The shotgun, again, we've got sort of like flashbangs, and we can add other things into this one. I've got a fair bit of extra because of the strength. We do actually have, the accuracy is terrible. Yeah, they're not useless weapons with a high short-range bonus. Example, shotguns do not require accuracy to be effective, which is why these low accuracy guys probably need to be assaults. Now we've got we'll get another one of those. Still leaves me with a bit in through here. Just go back to equipment. And we'll throw in another the flashbang, and we're still what's that? We're still 4 off. So if I just go back to the into this again, 1 time unit penalty there. I'll just keep it going this way. So I could actually ditch. These are worth 4 weight. These are worth 6, I think. Yeah, they're worth 6. So that's okay. No, I'll just leave it where that is. And this ones do actually have heavy armor. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do through there. That's all okay. So that one's fine. The next one we've got is Rakia the Red. Actually, we've got Supreme Plague as well. I'll just go and rename this one. We'll come back and do the other ones. So this is Supreme Plague. Done. Okay, so but we'll just go back to Rakia the Red with the shield unit. Now we're almost at the top of the strength units in through here. Again, terrible accuracy. Terrible accuracy, and really can't carry much at all. I'll ditch that. That's about all we can really do. That's it, pretty much. Heavy armor, tactical armor in through there. Good time units though, which is important. Right, so this one is almost like is used for like a good health. It's going to be essentially this is going to be like their meat shield. Sorry, Rack here, but that's your role in this one. Then we go into Supreme Plague with a rifleman. I don't know if we need these demolition charges, so I'm just going to ditch them for flashbangs. Yeah, that takes us to 1 over. That's all okay. Tactical armor is fine there as well. Accuracy is great. Actually, the accuracy is too good. We may switch at some point with Supreme Plague to another sniper at some point. Resmelin. Back and through here is another assault. Relatively good accuracy this time. Heavy armor, baton. Yeah, this one can carry an awful lot. A smoke grenade. We've still got 4 in there. That gives us a 1-time unit penalty. So we've got that one through there. Then we've got another one that can be named. This is another rifleman. Good all-round stats in this case. Accuracy is not great. So not going to be all that useful. But this one hasn't been named. In this case, what have we got? Just a couple. We've got two units there. That's going to be a 2-time unit penalty there. I think I'll ditch that as well and just get the flashbang. Yeah, that'll do us. Does the primitive armor actually help against alien weaponry? It still helps a little bit, I think, just a little bit. So yeah, it's only 6 armor. That's really all it does. We need to get a lot better, fairly soon. So we need to build up. Okay, so then we've got this is another one. The heavy, as I said before, we'll probably end up sort of ditching this one. Although he does have a lot of strength. 65. Time units are bad though. So this is going to be our suppression guy. Not going to be using those. We do have the pistol, which is fairly useful. Probably smoke is going to be more important for him. Maybe one of those as well. The smoke. And just go back and grab another pistol round there. So 1-time unit penalty there. He doesn't have heavy armor. I wonder if we shouldn't give him that. Look, I'll keep it where he is. His accuracy is still pretty good, actually. It's just the time units is the only really bad thing that we have through there. So that one's not named. Then Began. So we've got the clips in through here, and again, we're going to be wanting to have mainly smoke. In terms of just being able to sort of lay out different things. So we've got a fair bit of strength in here. In tactical armor, sniper. Let's I'll throw those in, then we'll just go back to the weapons again. And yeah, we've still got 4 left over. Which I might just go back to the equipment. I'll just get a normal grenade. Actually, I might throw a flashbang in there as well. 2-time unit penalty. That'll have to do us. So it's not fantastic time units, but everything else is pretty strong in here. Ultimately, we want to have Began in like an Overwatch position to be able to then sort of do the job. Alright, so that is everyone. Just go and have a look at the time units, just make sure that we've got everyone sort of training up. So it gives them a bit of a disadvantage in this first mission, but it does give them the ability to then sort of get extra strength at the end of the mission. Alright, that'll do us. Then we'll go back to the aircraft and we'll go to the dropship. So the sniper, I want to have the sniper out on one side and then we'll just right click. Now when we do with this first one, it's not going to matter that much, to be honest, with whatever we end up having. Now we've got Supreme Plague in through there. We've got another rifleman there. It's Ruts. Got the assault. Just right click so that these are looking outside the windows. Bring that one in so we can just sort of position it somewhere on the front. Alright, so when we first go into this first mission, I don't think we start off in the actual sky, in the actual ship itself, so we end up in this arrangement. But this will be sort of like the basic arrangement that we want to then keep for the game. So that's our force. We'll now go back to the geoscape and show the mission briefing. So our organisation is unable to destroy our encrypted command systems during the hurried excavation of Atlas Base. We cannot risk our enemies gaining access to the valuable data within. The cleaner assault teams now appear to have departed the facility, leaving only a handful of enemy agents behind. So eliminate them so we can complete the mission. So we need to eliminate all hostile units, and lost conditions all XENONAUTS are eliminated. Launch the combat team from Skyhawk 1. And mission target, hang on, what happened there? Yep, launch aircraft. Oh, we do go back into these again, but they're all ready to go, so we'll now just launch the dropship. Yeah, everyone's ready. There's always feel like I would forget something, but I think we're okay. And so it'll now just make its way slowly across. Alright, now daylight doesn't matter here because we're underground, so it's not going to matter whether it's day or night. It's tactical battle. Here we go. So this is sort of like got a bit of a random layout and also random positioning of units. But the first area we come into will sort of be pretty much what we sort of see, I guess. Hi Necron, how you going? Alright, begin mission. Here we go. So we start off in, this is sort of like an area, this is the landing bay. So we'll come back down, Commander, this is a critically important mission. We've left a lot of important things behind when we evacuated Atlas, including several years of research data. We need to clear the facility of hostiles so we can search through it and destroy anything that might let our enemies monitor us. And recover my research data, you're saying? Yes. Look, I can't risk contacting our agents, but I know our communications network is secure. Clinics have withdrawn their assault force and sent in a team of analysts, so hopefully this won't be too hard. But there will be some surprises in here. And if you happen to run into the general, this isn't the time for sentimentality. So there's a general that went rogue, spoiler alert, he's sort of his mind controlled. That's what actually ended up happening in through there. Now you can see there the two guys that we had set up in from the dropship are just in the positions that they were in the dropship. So I could have set these up. Now we've got all these different locations, and the one person that we really want to have opening locations is going to be not Vegan. It's going to be Rakia the Red. Sorry, I've put Ratkia. I've spelt you incorrectly. Well, I'll have to change that when we go back there. Now, what do we want to do here is we want to make sure that we end up with... I'll just try to explain the premise of combat, because it's pretty cool the way it does work. The time units are like action points, and so we spend these to move around and also to fire on different things. And I can sort of rotate the screen to have a bit of a look. These are doorways into areas of the map what tends to be the layout on this particular map is that it will end up with a big corridor system around a central control area in here. The control area will then end up with another control area way at the very, very back. And then we end up with sort of like storage facilities down this way. I think it's actually might even be areas where people can actually. I'm trying to say that this is actually where there's going to be living quarters, I think, usually. And there's usually a lab over this way. And so the units can come out from any location. What we want to be doing is covering the everywhere where it actually does end up going. So I'm probably going to ultimately want to open this one over through here to start with. Now, I don't want to open the door as such, so I don't want to go there. But if I go to there, I can sort of then just go and set up this one to move into that position. Now it's going to use up 30 of his of time units, which leaves a little bit extra. So we're going to set up a position here where we can then just do some more damage into this particular room if we need to. So let's just go and start off in here. And with what he's still got 30 action points. If I get him to crouch, it's going to cost me 4, but then it's going to cost me 4 then to stand up again. I could just open up the door because the door itself is going to, like if I do this action, I can then go and see, but I can't then close the door again. So, hi Mr. Worth, how you going? Now we've got other ones in through this other side. Now if I press, is it tab? No, is it I? Yeah, information. What we want to do here is we definitely want to be seeing their accuracy for whatever role they're going to. Actually, this is the heavy. Okay, so this is the heavy unit. I'll be wanting him for suppression, but it's going to be a bit of a spray and pray type situation. I'm going to pop him in here. And we're just going to rotate him around. Even rotating does actually chew up time units. And I will actually I don't know which way we want to be looking at him, so I'm going to bring him down and not have him move too much. The sniper, I am going to position him over to here. This is Vegan. If this door opens, Vegan's in trouble. So we're going to need to get some assaults also in a position to sort of help. I will actually crouch down just to make it so that he's a little bit harder to hit. We've got Haley in through here again. We've got the accuracy. If I just go and press I, 41, terrible accuracy. So I'm going to be wanting to have some of these guys just to help out maybe this side. So she's just going to monitor this area and just stay there the whole time. So I'll just keep her sort of where she is. We're going to need to also monitor this as well. And we still actually have ruts in through here. Just press I. Accuracy is great. Now, I need the assaults to sort of go back down. I'm going to probably place this one in here. So I'll have this one just keeping a bit of a look down in this particular angle. If this door opens up, Ruts could be in trouble. That still leaves Supreme Plague. I'll put Supreme Plague here, I think. And then I'll have maybe just I might even split up the assaults. This one is Resmelin with good accuracy. Now these have got the heavy armor. So they've got 12 armor at this stage. Now, Tail Sly Fox is not all that accurate, so we're just going to go and place Tail Sly Fox in here, I think, and duck down. So hopefully we've got that covered. We've got this covered. We've got that one covered. Then that just leaves these two now. So Resmelin's going to ultimately go in and do the assault on this room. Next turn. We will actually duck down there, and I will duck down here as well. And then we've got Supreme Plague. I'm just going to bring Supreme Plague across to this position. And I don't think we're going to see anyone walk through here. One thing I can do is actually go into here and sit in behind the other. Let's just go and position it this way. So we're going to ultimately try to open this. If this door opens up, we're in trouble. So everyone's now got Overwatch. There's still got time units left over. So so we'll just go and secure the area. We don't need to do anything else. So we'll just end our turn now. So if we just press the button, it's going to then say, hey, these guys can still move. Actually, no, it didn't this time. Now we can hear doors were opening up around the place. So somebody's opening some doors somewhere. Let's go this way. And we'll just open the door. Okay, enemy spotted. So we have an enemy spotted back over that side. I don't know if... Yeah, that one's got a... it can't actually hit it because you can see it's going to hit the door beforehand. Now, this is a bit tricky because I don't think any of these can see him. No, none of these can... They're all going to be hitting this door. So I can't really do much in here. What I can do is I can throw a grenade. So we've got 2 of these flashbangs. And so Resmelin can actually fire. This is where Resmelin was going to hit this anyway. We also have... This one doesn't have any grenade. Actually, yes it does. It's got 1. It's 54%. It's not great. It could hit the bed. Just I always forget. I'll just press escape. I can't remember if it's right click or left click, and I always screw this up. I usually end up throwing grenades at myself. I'll try that. It's been suppressed. Now we've already used up a big portion of Resmelin's. What Resmelin can actually then go and do. So let's just move into here. There's no one else in this room. Just duck down. So this one's suppressed for 1 turn. It gives me a couple of shots there, I think. If I go and position it there and then press shift, I've got a 50% chance of hitting this one. And so I can actually then go and scroll up to sort of, oops, hang on, not scroll up, I can right click to then sort of go through the various modes. So there's 22% times 3 to actually hit it with a burst. That there is only 25%, 37% or 50% for an aimed shot. I'll do the aimed shot. Missed. So I'm not all that happy with that one. We'll just go back in. 20, I've only got sort of like a standard type shot, but then I'm standing up. So I'm going to position this one back in here and just leave it where it is. We'll get, now if I move to there, do we get a shot? Yeah, we do, 58%. Let's go and do that. Now it's 35, I need 35 left over for this one through here, and I've only got 39. So I can actually, if I duck down, I'm going to be a little bit more accurate. 64%. Nice. So a bit of damage done. But he's a little bit exposed. But so Began's got no more points there. This one does actually have a little machine gun. So, now Rakia the Red. What's your accuracy? Terrible. You can get there with 16. And this is going to take 15 in here to actually hit it. Well, this is what you're here for. If I go to there, it's 19. Right, let's just do this. That way we try to protect Began. I mean, we do actually have the shield and we have everything else going for it. So we will... Now this one, this is actually, here we go. So Began scope shot. This is this mod that I've got installed where we can sort of see what actually happened. So with the actual rolls that we got, which is great actually. It's good to see this one. So Supreme Plague did the aim shot but missed. Needed to get 50 but rolled a 64. And this one here, yeah, we rolled under, so 54 was the roll, for 64 was what we needed. I like it. So this is a mod that I've got installed. Yeah, so if I move to there, and if we've got 19, we'll just duck down so we're a little bit more protected. And I've got a 63% chance of hitting him. He rolled a 65 and he needed a 63, so that was not good. So anyway, that's so unfortunately Rakia the Red may take some damage this next turn. So hang on, just if I press escape. That's all the tabs. I don't know how I can see what's going on with this soldier. So this is that's just the hit chance on the right hand side. I thought I could actually see if they were bleeding out. Oh, there we go. Visible enemies. No, it's still got them selected. Forget how to do this. I thought I could select the enemy to figure out what they're doing. This one is suppressed, 15 hit points, but I thought it would tell you if they were actually bleeding. Okay, so that's them done. I'm not going to open up these doors yet. We'll just do it one room at a time. I could bring in the... No, I don't need to. I could actually take this one in for another shot there, for example. But it's only going to leave... doesn't leave me enough. You can see I can hardly do anything anyway with this particular guy. His time units are just terrible. So we'll end our turn here. Yep, so if I just shift enter. Oops, hang on, what do I need to do here? Right clicking. There we go. Okay, so he actually did hit, in this case, Cleaner Agent, normal shot, 11 versus 59 for Rakia the Red, with the, it just hit the armor. So Rakia the Red has now taken, we've got no hit points there, that's okay. Yeah, it came off the shield, which is why, this is exactly what he's here for. What we'll do is we'll try to capture as many of these as we can. So I can actually just go in with the stun baton, and we've got a 66% chance to hit it from there. So we'll go and do that. And he's down. So he's down for the whole mission. Now, what we'll do is we'll start to now move in units. So we'll get Supreme Plague across, open the door, and we'll move down now to this position here. And duck down. And I'll be wanting to move across this area, I think. Can't do anything else with Resmelin. I prefer him to be behind the bed. Okay, let's go and get Rakia the Red, and we'll move Rakia the Red down into this position. And duck down. So we'll sort of slowly get ready for positioning this one. Again, the sniper is now in a good position, looking down this other side. Everyone else has got these doors covered. So that's one room now covered. There's no, we don't need to go and do much else there. It's not showing us the, what actually happened there. It didn't give us the actual roll. Not sure why not. So that's a mod, and also the weapons themselves I've got a mod on as well, just to sort of make it so that it's the action points, the weapons aren't a percentage of your of what you have. They are actual time units, so time units become even more important here. Right, we'll end our turn here again. So I'm just going to right click on the end turn. Alright, nothing much coming in this other side. I think what we'll do is we'll now open up this with Tail Sly Fox. Alright, so we've got a storage area here. This is not what the layouts can vary a little bit over time. We also then have another area here where I could actually open up this and then get a shot this way. So that's not ideal. This one doesn't have the armor. This one here, I could move it out to then sort of spray and like do a bit of a spray down this side. But I think that Supreme Plague is in the best position here. 26. Now I've got one shot here, really. So I've got two shots, one an aimed shot and one a non-aimed shot. If I move to there, that's 28. Resmalin's got heaps of time units. But Rakia the Red does as well. Yeah, 100% chance to hit this one. And if I just right click and just go through the list, so I've got a 57 there where I can actually get numerous hits, 20 there, 81%. Now I've got one shot with this and one shot with the other as well. So I've got the yeah, or I can do this where I've got a 51% chance times 3. Let's do this burst. He's down. Only hit it once, but that's okay. Now, Supreme Plague has still got 25, but I can't hit that one because we're sort of in behind the corner. So I'm going to leave him where he is. There's no hope in hell of hitting this one. It's going to still give me another shot. Oh, it's 51%. You know, even though with the terrible accuracy, it's still not it's not super bad. If I move that one to there and then do a shift, that's 66%. Oh, hang on, no, that's with the shotgun. 32. That's actually not bad. Just an aimed shot there. We're not seeing anyone else in that room. Let's just go and do it. So if I go and with that one from that position there, that will then give me 7 units left over. Okay, so he's down to 12. Now we've got a 51% chance there with only one shot. Actually, I've got a 38 there. That's a 50%. Got 18 there. 63%. Let's try this. I'm losing with 3. We'll go there and do it. 59. Lucky. He's shit as well. He's a shit shot. Alright, now he's used up 2 of his action points, which means I can now run in with Tail Sly Fox with the baton and smack him. So that's going to leave a little bit left over. And he's down as well. Good. Now I've got 9 points left over and we're in this room here. So, hi Dragster, saying good evening. Any troop names left? Yeah, there's a couple for when we get back. I can't change them while we're in here. Now I can not quite get anywhere safe. I can get there, which will then give me a bit of protection if this door opens up in here. So I'll just move this one around. Yep, I've got one more point. I'll just face it this way. So Tail Sly Fox is in a good position there. I'm going to move this one down into this position. This one is really going to be just for trying to control areas. So I'll just position that one there. If anyone comes through here, we've still got protection this side. Still facing this one over through here. I will actually now go into it with ruts. And we will actually move this one down as well. Probably that position there is going to be our best bet. We still have a snapshot available, and we still need to go and clear out this area through here. So I'm going to be wanting to have, we've still got 20 there, 23 left over, covering that door. And we'll just start to come back down this way. Probably in the way there. I probably should have gone that way. We can't undo. Okay, so Dragster is Z1. Okay, cool. We'll do that when we get out. Raven Xavier is saying, great game, good show, brother. Yes, it is a great game. God, it's a good game. Anyway, we've got through. The only damage we've had so far is to Raki the Red's shield, which is fine. We'll have to get spare shields as well, because they will take a lot of damage. This one is now in a fairly safe position, so let's go and bring Beacon down as well to be able to sort of then cover these other regions as well, and just duck down. I think I'll still come back down into here and just leave these guys to defend this zone here a little bit. We might move up, but I still need to keep this door covered. All right, so we're slowly sort of fanning out. Let's just right-click this one. So those doors are all closed. So this is one of the unnamed ones. Haley Carter. Very poor accuracy, but from Australia. There we go. There's the token Aussie. I'm going to keep Ruts protecting these areas. I'm going to keep both of these protecting this, but we will actually now go back the other way and move to start to assault this one. Very handy having these shields, particularly in this early part where the damage isn't too bad. Now Raki the Red, I'll just move this one up as well. And then duck down. And Supreme Plague as well. I'm going to move Supreme Plague across to this position. There's more going to be for the next mission. And again, there's no time pressure on this one. So we really can just sort of load ourselves into different sort of positions with all of this. And just make sure that we're looking the right way. Duck down. Get the make sure we've got the right equipment. With everyone selected. Yep, that's all okay. All right. We're if this door opens up, that's the only real problem with Ruts there. Ruts is probably not in a great position, a bit exposed. If I move back, I might do that. I've got a little bit of on that corner there. I've got a little bit of exposure, but it does. You can sort of see down through there. I might just come back and still just hover this way. All right, everyone else is ready to go. No doors opened. Okay, we can still hear doors opening and closing though. All right, Rack here, you're on again. Now this is the start of a corridor, and we can see that there's nothing else in that corner, but that will then extend all the way down to the south. Let's just bring Rakia the Red out to here. Okay, we're not seeing much. What I don't want to do is for someone in this room to get a shot at me where the shield is not protecting him. Right, nothing there. Nothing there. That is interesting. Now I've got another area there. So we'll be wanting to try to get into a strongish position back over here. So this, we know that this is safe. We think it's safe. There's still an unknown there. Let's just see if there's anyone hiding in this little zone in this position. So there still could be someone in there. No, that's okay. Now we'll be wanting to get another rifleman probably down into this position, ready for... Actually, we might even do the assault back this other side and then leave the rifleman protecting this zone. We'll just bring Tailsly Fox this way to start with. And duck down. We can get all the way across to there. Just in case anyone comes back out of this way, we'll just duck down there. It's still going to leave me with another reaction shot. So when I get to there, I've got 31 left over. Duck down gives me 27. Change the angle, and then we've got the snapshot there, hopefully. We'll duck down, not that we can do much there. Okay, Beacon can get back into that position or even this position here. And then the heavy. The heavy's not going to be very valuable here at all. I'm going to ditch him, so we're not going to end up with carrying this one around. He just doesn't have enough action points left over when anything actually does happen. We'll go back into here. All right, here we go. So hi orangutans, how you going? Ruts are saying, what would be the explosion radius of those barrels? Do you know? I don't even know if these are flammable. I'm not sure if they are. Again, I thought there was a way. If we just go back into the game settings, controls, quick save. Tactical combat, open inventory, reload weapon. Actually, I better double check those when we start to do things. I think we're still actually okay. Yeah, space. Yeah, there's nothing there to be able to sort of examine anything really. See a combat. Okay, we'll just save and close. Resume game. So F5 is a quick save. Yeah, okay. All right. Not that we're going to make use of that. So we're in a good position here for assaulting this area. This is deeper, so we probably now want to go and just keep a guard here, and then move our way through and clear these other rooms. Alright, we'll end our turn here. Still nothing coming through these doors. Alright. Now again, I really I don't need to do anything in here other than just set things up. So I think what I'll do is I'll get Tailsly Fox back in this side and duck down. So these do actually have a bit more armor than the others, and that allows Supreme Plague to move into this position. And if we look at the information, accuracy is very, very high, with so almost like a sniper, but is still just a dedicated soldier. But we're going to be able to get some good shots with Supreme Plague. Everyone else is now ready to go, so that is good. Now the sniper. This is Beacon. Again, very, very accurate. If I move out, we've got 53, we've got, each one of these shots is 35. So I've got one shot if I move across into the different things. I'm going to have 45, 42. If I move to there, that's 36. I'm tempted to move into this position so we can see what's down this other side. That way I'm in position for a shot and I'm protected by the shield. Okay, we've still got the protection this way, protections this way as well. This door, I mean, we're going to be assaulting this door anyway, so I think I'll still just stay where I am with the heavy. The heavy is there for suppression, more than anything. Alright, let's go and right click. They're still moving around indoors and stuff. Nothing has opened up in here. Okay, you're on. I'm not seeing much there. Alright, that room is covered. It's clear. So I'll get back into position. I'm not going to have reaction shots, unfortunately. Supreme Plague, 22 left over there. Sorry, it's going to cost 25. Yeah, we're going to have got 22. We've only got a normal shot from that position. Yeah, and I can't duck down. Gives me an aim shot as a reaction shot. That's okay where that is. We know that this is now covered, so we'll now just go this way. So we'll clean out all of this. I'm pretty sure these barrels don't explode. Guess we'll find out. Okay, so we've only got one unit protecting this door down in this way. Oh, here we go. Whoa, missed. Got him. Well done, guys. The two accurate guys have done the job here. So this is one of the workshop rooms, or sort of like a generator room. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. So that worked out well. Sniper didn't do a hell of a lot of damage there, but anyway, that's another one down. So Supreme Plague, I think, got the kill there. I don't know if we can see the number of kills. No. Alright, so that's been cleared. There's no door out this way. And we're sort of getting ready now to assault back through this other side. So let's clean this right out. Do we have any hidden areas? Yeah, we do. No, now that room is now clear. Duck down. I think Supreme Plague can actually still play a role in here, but I don't think Beacon can. I think Beacon needs to go back now and help out this way. we'll just sort of keep this this door covered now. And we'll keep this open just so that we can actually get a shot in here. What's Rutz's accuracy like? Okay, it's actually not too bad. Okay, so that sort of works. Okay, so we'll clean up this whole area, then we can have the whole team then go through this door. So we'll just go and end our turn here. No one's come out of there. Oh, you know, I just did the wrong position there. Enemy spotted. Now we've got a good shot there. Okay, Ruts. That's a aimed shot at 87%, and we've got 2 of these shots at 26 each. It's down to 1 point, 87% now. Missed. 32. I do have a burst shot in here. Look, I might as well allow one of these to take a... Actually, I'm probably going to get rid of him, so I won't give him any experience. There we go. Supreme Plague has already got enough kills. Tailsly Fox, can't see it. Come on, Ratki, you need to get a kill here. Can't do much else. In that case, we'll bring you around. That one's down. Duck down. Duck down there. That one's already protected. That is probably our expendable unit, to be honest, this heavy. I don't have clear ways of protecting this unit, so I'm going to leave that one where that is, but again, the accuracy here is really, really bad. So she's another one that we probably want to get rid of at some point and replace with a better unit. Okay, they've all moved in. Yeah, Ruts doesn't have any more shots. These guys are back where they are. I might move Ruts down now this way as well, just so we end up with more units getting ready for the for assaulting this room. Okay, so we'll just right-click the intern. Actually, that's true. Yeah, you can make them a grenadier if they can't hit. Yeah, that's very true actually. Yeah, just we got the shotguns because we've done that with a couple of them already. Okay, no one else is moving around. No one moved in this room. Now we are in a good position here. Do we open the door yet? It looks like there's nothing in there. That's the lab. Damn. Missed. Missed, of course. Now we've got none of these have got the baton there. 70%. It's going to leave 8, which is not enough. Did we hit our own guy? I did. Sorry about that, Rack here. Uh-oh, things are now going bad. You better duck down. You can't duck down. Why did I do that? That was a stupid move. Alright, we're going to have to go for the baton here. Okay, we've got stun. It's partial stun. Now, what could possibly go wrong with an aim shot here? Let's just duck down. 49%. And the other thing we can do is a stun grenade. It's been suppressed but not stunned. Actually, smoke would have probably been a better choice. Alright, well, I think Rakia is actually in a bad way here. Let's see how we go. This is all going to go to hell right at the end, right when we were doing such a good job. So Supreme Plague has been great until now. Until right now. You know, what happened there? Yeah, it hit the shield. So it hit the armor. Alright, you can knock this one out now. Okay, he's down. Okay, so the cleaner agent has now fallen unconscious. We need to now go back towards the towards where the actual action is. So there's no other way through anywhere except in these rooms. So we'll just start to move all of these forward now. Now, Rakia isn't bleeding as such, but I no longer can really have Rakia in the fight. It's now going to be too dangerous. Bring Ruts across. And Supreme Plague should be feeling bad, but he's not. His morale is still high. So obviously a psychopath. After hurting his own unit. And we'll bring this one down as well. Haley down as well. Alright, so we've cleared out all of the first portion of the map. Now we've just got this next portion, so we'll just end our turn here. And we'll just get in a position around this door. I sort of... God, I'm tempted to use Rack here. What I can do is I can actually heal him up. Supreme Plague, you owe him badly. So we're going to give him back a bit of his health points. So he's up to 39. It's the 30 in here that's the problem with the combat shield. Let's just get him up there. Now Ruts again is reasonable, so we'll just move across this side. Plague, bring that one across. Tailsty Fox will be important for this one. Just keep them all running through, and Haley is really unimportant. I might go this way, I think. So I'm going to get her killed as such. Okay, so that's all fine. We might sort of like throw smoke in here when, like as soon as it's open. Start to try to sort of do some damage down in this way. Everyone else is good except for these two, which are protecting the door. think we're only hearing doors that are closing. I'm not sure if we're hearing any doors that are opening. Now, we've got the sniper there. So that's Began. We want Began exactly where Rack here is. So let's move this one across to this position and duck down. Get ready for the next opening. Ruts is there. Resmelin. Can fire over the top. Began. Can just duck down there and just keep that one where this one is. The heavy. I'm going to leave him out in the open. He's going to be there for suppression more than anything. He does have smoke grenades and things. Supreme Plague, I really need to bring Supreme Plague into a position where he can also then fire. Let's say there. Duck down. I might duck down here as well. Yep, so she can now just come in. She'll be just here. She's got a smoke grenade. That's about all that she's going to be useful for. And just one good grenade from the enemy side, and that's going to be fun. Alright, so we're ready to go in this time. Everyone has now moved across. Okay. Job done. You've got enough coverage on that door. Okay, we're in position, guys. Here we go. So this will be the final assault. Enemy spotted. There they are. So we've got it's the general saying you. Okay, so I recognize you, all of you. Want to remember anything about you. So he's been mind controlled, basically. Doesn't matter. I will not allow you to interfere. So there's a group of them. We can see everyone in here, in this room. We probably want to try to capture the general if we can, but it's not critical. I've got a 63% chance there to hit this one with 25, which still leaves me with a big number at the back end there. General is back this way. I do actually have a flashbang grenade. I can actually stun both of those. Probably will actually get this guy to actually go for Rack here again. Let's just go for this. Yep, they've been suppressed, and he did hit. He shot at that Rack here, but missed. Now Haley is useless as a shot, but we'll just get her standing so she's shooting over the top of. Now it's a 43% chance. No reaction. Missed. Now Ruts. There is a 20% chance. I'll get Ruts to stand up. One's down, that's good. Okay, so these two are suppressed. The Resmelin still actually has all the different grenades. So we'll get a smoke grenade. It'll go to here, 34. These are 27s. Or we can go there, 34 there. Let's throw a smoke grenade from that position. That will eventually stun them. And so the smoke will ultimately sort of get them to, they'll lose stunning points each turn. Supreme Plague doesn't really get a good shot there. This one here, I do get a 6% with times 10, but now with that thing in the way, I might still fire. Oh, we hit the general, unfortunately. All right, so he hit that one. He destroyed this table as well. Supreme Plague doesn't get a shot there. 20% through all this. So what I'll do is I might just move into this position with Supreme Plague. Then duck down. Began doesn't get a shot there either. 23. Let's just go for it. Hit the table. Duck down. And tails. Just sit there for now. Ruts can't do anything. Yeah, these have all moved basically. Now Rak here can also move into the room, which I think I'll just do that as well, just to get a bit of protection. Alright, so the units that are close are okay. I'm not sure what this one will fire at. In the smoke it will start to get stunned. So the smoke is still causing issues for us as well. Might as well just kill it, I think. There we go. Orangutan seeing his Daz an alien infiltrator killing generals and ordering his squad to fire on each other. The friendly fire thing is a problem. Now, did I miss some comments there? Have the bugs been fixed in this version? I don't know of any bugs. So this is the release version. 22 days. Rak here is actually out for a bit of time, unfortunately. So I better fix up the name spelling as well. So we captured 3 cleaner agents, 1 general corpse, unfortunately. I was hoping to capture him. 5 cleaner corpses, and we picked up some submachine guns. So we did get a, what do they call it, Crimson Heart. Soldiers will be granted the Crimson Heart if they suffer more than 30 HP of damage. So the only damage he got was from good old, where is he, Supreme Plague. 2 kills there, 3 kills for Tailsly Fox. I didn't realise that. Okay, that's pretty cool. So the things that went up, like we got +2 reflexes in there, +1 accuracy for Ruts. Health, 2 time units there, which is good. 2 strength, 2 reflexes, 1 bravery. That's great, and gone up a level. So this is now corporal. This one's also gone up a level. 2 bravery, 2 time units, 2 time units there. So these have all gone up to corporal status. We want to try to keep the units getting all going up at sort of the same rate. So when we do get our group together, it won't just be the 8 that we send in, it'll be maybe 12 or so. We'll then try to sort of make sure that we ease up all of the different ratings. So even Rak here actually got went up to corporal status as well. So another couple of time units in there as well, which is good. So a lot of the ones that we don't want to have going up. So Began was unfortunate. He could have definitely had a kill there. Anyway, let's just accept that. Okay, here we go. Strategic operations and support of recruitment are now available. Destruction of the Atlas base command room allows operations division to deploy covert agents to us. Yeah, so this is now opened up down through here. So we'll go and close that one. And our organisation receives 10 operation points per day. So we end up with sort of like the operations points back over here, where we can then sort of spend them on different things. Operations points can also be spent to eliminate alien infiltrators, which will reduce the daily doomsday count progress. So we'll close that one. They're just going to come back home. Now, I always forget what the best one is to spend on here. There's a bit of a no-brainer to do certain things. So some of these, like in, we've got North America. So this is a supporter icon. If a green dot is shown in the icon, the protection status of that supporter means that they will cost fewer operation points. Those with a red will cost more. So we don't want to be getting that one through there. We can get a supporter. These are all supporters, aren't they? They all do different things. So what do we have? This is going to give us more money. That one's going to give us. I forget what they will do. That's research. And I can't remember what they will do. Don't forget my rename. Yes. That's right. We do too. We'll just when we get back, we're going to have new characters. So I'll wait for that to come when we get to day 2. So it's sort of it's counting down. These are all cheap in the Soviet bloc. But I forget which way we want to go. We've got 100 operation points to construct another base, which we don't want to do. 35 to identify different recruits. Reduce tension, which we don't need to do just yet. And raise funds. I think that was the one that was worth doing. But I think there were some of these that we wanted to get as well. I might just have a bit of a look at what we end up getting through here. Now the stars, what do they do as well? I think it was money. If we go to the African money here. Okay, so this is supporter funding, elite. The star, it means elite. So supporter effects plus 30,000 monthly funding, which is good. The protection status of the target is isolated. Recruit, it's only going to cost me 175. So I don't actually have the operational points to do that. Just close that one off and see what these other ones are. There's engineer. We end up with a little bit of shortening the time. This one here is -1 doomsday per day. So that's that one there. This is this is actually a good one, I think. Yeah, we don't have any of those that are worth much. That's going to give me extra just research. Then we've got on the other side here, we've got these intelligence. So we this one here is +1 operation points per day. Again, that's very, very useful. I forget which one it was. Let's go for the eye icon if it's green dot or doomsday. Yeah, yes, I think so. That's that there we can afford 105. We don't actually have. So I've got a couple of the eye ones, which will then reduce the doomsday. So this will give me operation points. So that'll go up to 11. We've got 105 for this one. So I can get them any old place. Look, we might as well go with Europe, I think. So let's recruit this supporter. So we've got this one now operating from within Europe. Here comes the dropship coming back. Dragster subscribe. Thank you very much for that, Dragster. So we've got the operations points. We're now getting +11. So we'll go for this one when we can afford it and go from there. So the doomsday clock will just keep on clicking over as well. Actually, that one there is a good one. We can't do much there. That's all right. So new research projects. So we've now got, now that the dropship has come back through, we can just go back into research. So we have a waveform analysis. So analysis of the relationship between the quantum waveform pattern and increasing alien activity may allow us to predict the invasion. Effect, we end up with +75,000. Combat vehicles, this is really important. We do want to get this one, so we'll do that one, I think. And then the autopsy may help us understand. Let's go and get the vehicles first. We'll start the research. So that is done. Oops, hang on. Combat vehicles, start research. Yep, there we go. Engineering, don't have anything. We go back into the base stores. Now again, we can just sell off junk. So we've got, like, some of these things just aren't worth anything. So let's just go and sell all the junk. In fact, I think all of it is junk. I don't think we'll end up with any of this stuff. Yeah, it wants to sell the whole lot. I'm pretty sure we don't have anything there that we want to be getting. Alright, that's good. Let's go back into our team now. So now Rakia is actually is not in this particular location. Rakia is in through here. Recuperating. A very unfortunate attack there. You can see there that the carry weight has now gone up a little bit for when we do bring him back in. We're going to need another shield unit. So, and we're still waiting on the other units to come. So before I name Dragster, I'll just wait for the others to arrive. So if we go back to soldiers, transit coming basically is what's going to be on the way. So let's just go and leave them where they are. These others, we've got some really good units coming in. So let's just wait until we get those in before we do anything else. That's all okay. And autopsy, the cleaner agents, no unique abilities in through that side. That's okay, we'll just accept the report. And we've got interrogation through here as well. We do get plus 35 operation points. That means we're up to 80, which is good. So every day is going to be a little bit more. Let's just zoom up until we end up. So the Skyhawk has now been fully refueled. We'll get a message saying when the others have come in. It's day 2. There we go. So we've now got the following staff have arrived at Roma. So we'll go and view the personnel screen, and we'll just go and rename these guys. So these are now all assigned. We just go to time units again and just get who we need. So Ryan has actually got the most time units of anyone. Poor accuracy. Pretty good hit points. Not great strength. It might be a shield guy. So there'll be a second shield, I think. Then we've got Roland Smirnoff in through here. Incredible accuracy. This will be another sniper. Hit points are low though. So second sniper in there. So Drax, you'll have a choice of which one you want out of these. This one here has got good accuracy, good time units, good hit points. I'm tempted to go for another assault. We only got two. No, we got three. No, we only got 2 assaults. Yeah, I'll make this one into another assault. Although the accuracy is too much. Haley Carter could definitely be with good time units, good hit points, good strength. Yeah, I'll keep Haley around actually, but make Haley into an assault as well. So I'll keep the rifleman there. Excuse me. So Drax saying an assault would be okay. So we've got Tailslow Fox is already there. So I'll give you Haley, who was part of the last mission, but she does actually have good skills except for accuracy. So that's fine. So we'll just go back across. So this is going to be Haley Carter. Dragster. Alright, so in this case I'll ditch that. Keep all those where they are. Go back to equipment. Get smoke grenades. Flashbangs. Yeah, two time unit penalty at this stage. That will just get the training up, which will be good. Okay, so that's Dragster. The others that we actually have. So we need to put one of the other guys into that one there as well. So Beacon's still a private. I'll start to shift out different units. We've now got 3 assaults in through there. Resmelin is a corporal assault. We don't want 3 assaults, I don't think. So yeah, we just go to time units. So this shield unit, this Ryan Miller, is available if anyone wants him. He's going to be put into the onto the Skyhawk. Corporal Resmelin is already leveled up a little bit, so let's just take him out until the others start to become corporals. So we'll just get them all sort of leveled up as much as we possibly can. Private, that's unassigned at this stage, that's fine. Just let Began get up to corporal at least before we bring that one in. So we want to sort of start to shuffle these around a lot. This one here is another good one. So we've got a lot of good people in here. We've got our corporals. This is Rifleman. So Supreme Plague, I will actually, even though the accuracy is incredibly high, I think this one here is the equivalent. So we'll bring you in. What do we have? We've still got the heavy. I really want to get rid of him. Time units are terrible here. This Boris guy is probably... I might put him in as a heavy. Oh, Grenadier. So these have got the big grenade launchers. He's already sort of set up with what he needs. Yeah, so I'll have Boris as the Grenadier, and I think we switch. These are launchers. These have to be sort of like really used like discriminately. We still want a heavy in this case. Maybe. Take the heavy out of there. Or do we make him into a heavy? I might make him a heavy just for the suppression. Like it is, I think it's more useful than a Grenadier. Grenadiers if we're outside, maybe. So maybe we do end up with another Grenadier. But it all comes down to time units, really. That's what we want. Yeah, these 3 here are really useless. I really can't see myself really... Oh, this one does have good accuracy. But terrible time units. This one here I can't see us using this one here. Let's dismiss that soldier. He's got good strength. This one here doesn't have much redeeming except for this accuracy. I don't think I need it though, just because he can't carry anything. He can't do much. I'm going to ditch him as well. Let's go and see if we can find another couple to bring in. Yeah, someone's on board. Yep, they're all okay. So we'll just go into recruit soldiers. Again, we don't have much there. So these bottom time unit guys we don't want to worry about. It's really just these ones from here up, I think. None of them have got good accuracy. None of them have got great strength. This one here has got terrible hit points but good strength. God, they're really shitty, aren't they? I'll get one. I'll just get the top one. That'll do us. Alright, so let's go back to the geoscape and let things sort of develop. 102 back this way. Should be enough to get this one now. Yep, 105. So we get +1 operation points per day. We'll keep on grabbing this, just so we can sort of end up getting a lot more. Okay, so several potential supporters appear to be acting strangely, leading operations divisions to conclude that they are aligned with the cleaners. These supporters have been reclassified as infiltrators. We believe they are using their influence to accelerate doomsday. So it's gone up by +4 now. Each active infiltrator will increase the doomsday counter by 0.5 per day. However, they can be eliminated by spending operations points. So we have to find them, I guess. Are these infiltrators? No, they're not, I don't think. Following staff, so we've now got Private Nicholas Athias. So if anyone wants any of these guys named, we can sort of get those in there. I'll just close that one off until we sort of have a need. So we'll just keep these coming up. And get another one there to get more money. Okay, we've now got the Mars combat platform. We definitely want this one. We want to be taking these into different things, and the sentry gun. We'll need these for when our base is assaulted. So we'll assign, now we've got new research engineering can be built. We'll assign the engineering project to build the Mars combat platform. So we'll start production on one of these, 250,000. We may need 2, but we'll just go and grab 1 to start with, and ultimately the sentry guns as well. These will actually be helpful if we do get assaulted. It's just nice to have a couple of these inside where we actually are. Let's go back to the main base. So still 7 days there. That's about what we need, I think, for one of these. Oh, we need 500,000. We don't have enough. Alright, I'll just leave the Mars platform there. Sev has redeemed one as well. Possible mail from the Nordics. Well, I don't know what choice you're going to have. I don't think there's much of that. Alan we're going to be getting rid of at some point, so I won't worry about him. Let's go back to time units again. Ryan Miller is the shield unit. Where's he from? Can't really tell where they are from here, can we? But that I think is going to be your best bet. What does it show? What nationality? United States. Carter Griffin, United States. Boris, Russian. Heavy. That's the choice that we're probably going to be going into the next fight with. We do have a couple of others though. Another sniper there from West Germany. Nicholas is a rifleman with not great time. Oh, no, he's got a penalty there. So he is from Greece. And Alan Young is the one that we're going to get rid of. So I'll just give you the one that's at the top of the list in here with time units. Whoops, where are we? Ryan Miller. I'll give you that one. Oh, sniper, okay. The sniper. Okay, so which one was it? We had sniper there, Roland. So he's unassigned. He won't be going into this first mission. So that'll be the next mission. As soon as Began levels up. So Sev. There we go. Private Sev from West Germany. Alright, so back to the geoscape. Organisations that currently have a research project in progress. Assign research project. I'll do this one here, the plot line. Just to get the more money. We're going to have to reduce this counter at some point. Orangutans has got one as well. Someone American who sounds like a farmer. Well, the first one is probably he's quite a good guy. The first one that we had, Ryan Miller, our shield unit, is does have a lot going for him ultimately. So I think this will be the best one. We'll have to sort of optimize him. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. Just call them orangutans. There we go. So we'll need to fix him up with what he can then go and do. His accuracy is terrible. But these guys are mainly here for opening doors. We just need one of them to be the front line. All right, back we go. Tactical mission, alien abduction site. So we've detected alien ground forces abducting civilians in this region. Rescuing the civilians will improve our relations with the local region and allow us to recover alien resources. So it's an abduction, 3 days until we get that one. We could wait for the Mars platform. The Mars platform is super useful. We've got 3 days, victory effects. Yeah, we end up with nearly 30% to the Doomsday counter, and losses 20% to the Doomsday. So the briefing, all hostile units, optional rescue up to 10 civilians from the induction tubes. Okay, so further information, adjacent soldiers can free, yeah, that's okay. Each surviving rescued civilian will reduce Doomsday by -3. Each abducted civilian will increase Doomsday by +2. Alright, so we will go back to the mission. We'll just close that one for a second. So it's back in Africa again. Go back to the soldiers. Now, how far off are we with engineering? 1 day. So 2 days. Look, I think I'll just do it without the Mars platform at this point in time. So we'll go across to our soldier screen, and we've got one sniper. We've got Boris as the heavy. Do we want a heavy? You know, I don't think we do in this instance. It's going to come down to time units more than anything. So it's shield there. So Orangutan's got the most time units. Rakia is still recovering. Sev won't be going on this mission. Corporal Resmelin is also we want to try to get the privates leveled up to corporals. Nicholas, rifleman, is unassigned but has got good there. This one here, this rifleman is already here with good accuracy. No one's actually got that one named just yet. Dragster, the assault, is also coming through but with poor accuracy. So do we want to change anything out? The heavy. So Boris, I think, will actually move off. Unassign, and we'll assign Nicholas. So bring that one across. Began is on this one, trying to get up to corporal. Supreme Plague is still here as a rifleman, and we've got Ruts is also just a private. Any other riflemen not associated with this one just yet? No, that's okay. So Supreme Plague is the only corporal going along on this particular mission. Alright, let's go back to the loadouts for everyone. So Ruts is fine with the -1 time penalty. Tails needs to have just a couple of extras. Might ditch that and get a smoke. And if I ditch that again and get another smoke, it's 1 time unit penalty, which is fine for that one. You can ditch that as well. Get another flashbang. Alright, that's good for tails. Orangutans is a shield unit. Carrying way too much. It's still way too much. Even just with the basic stuff. 1 time unit penalty, so not going to be able to reload. Does have 15 bullets though, that should be enough. So Supreme Plague is can actually now take a little bit more. Weapons. If I ditch, this is 6, this is 4. We want to get basically 8. We want to get one of these with 8. So if I get, I'll take that. That gives me 3. That gives me 1. That's fine. So we want as many time units as possible. So Supreme Plague, we'll just go in with. It's mainly just for actually, yeah. Everything else is we do need, so that's actually okay. Carter Griffin is way over. Ditch that. Still 5 units too much. This one hasn't been named either. I'll ditch that as well. So we are 2 off. Let's just go and throw one of those in just to get the 1 time unit penalty, just for training purposes. Then we've got Dragster, the Assault, 2 time unit penalty, 2 times in there is actually okay. I can accept that. Yeah, that's okay. There's nothing much we can really do around that one. Got 2 of each grenade type, that's good. Terrible accuracy. This Rifleman is new. Ditch that. Ditch that. We're 2 under. Just grab that one just to give us 1 time unit penalty. And then we've got Began as well, with 2 time unit penalties in through there, which is actually okay. Can't do it. Like the most we can really do is between 1 and 2. There's nothing worth 3 that I can really sort of take along with me. Began's carrying a lot of stuff, like a hell of a lot of stuff. Alright, let's go. That should be everyone. We'll just go back to the dropship. Okay, so we've got Ruts this side, we've got Began this side, Dragster, Orangutans, and with the Rifleman in behind the Assaults. So with the Assaults through there, the shield there, I think we're ready to go. Okay, that's good. Let's go back out to the main, to the base in through here. Now, we want to do this one at daylight, so if we leave now, that's going to be fine. So we'll launch the combat team, so the night time starts back over here. Launch aircraft. And again, just a last final little check to make sure that everyone's just got the time unit penalty and that our mix of things is good, which we know it pretty much is. So we've only got 2 assaults. That should still be enough, I think, for this. Let's launch our dropship. And off she goes. So it's middle of the day. Commence tactical battle. Oh, I'm going to run out of time, guys. I'll have to just go part way through this, I think. Hi, PS. I'm saying, Demi's got a pretty crappy hairline for a private. Hey, what's wrong with that? Alright, so we'll begin the mission. I'm picking up extraterrestrial activity in the area. Signals match those detected during other suspected alien events. Scout the area. If there's any extraterrestrials present, eliminate them. The energy readings are rising fast. You may not have much time until the aliens depart. So this is actually a time pressure mission. Best free any captured locals as quickly as possible then. So maybe I should have gone with an extra assault. It may have been a bit easier. God knows what the aliens do with them otherwise. Let's go. Now we are seeing one of them. So visible enemies 1, back over here. Now we're seeing that one from the front of the ship. Can't do much about it. It's just going to have like a little blaster. we need to cover the areas and then sort of rush forward. So I am going to run out in here with this unit. So I'm going to get Ruts to get across to here. And we do actually have one of the ones we have to go and try to get rid of there. I'm going to keep these. I don't know whether to sort of have a bit of a look as we go. I'm not seeing anything else. There's another location there. Look, it's not going to. We're not going to be doing much here. So I'll just keep it so we've got visuals down that way. And then we've got Began, who can see tubes in through this other side. Looks like there's the front of that one there. Let's bring orangutans out. So we're still seeing this one up on top. I think what I'll do is move across to this side here. We need to sort of see if there's anything on this other side over here. Okay, that's the edge of the map, which means that even if I don't use... I think what I might do is use Began in the middle here. So I'm going to move Began across. Still can't see that enemy. That leaves this private to start to move across. Now they're still they can be around us as well. Let's just move on up. I can't see any reason not to just run forward here. Alright, so that one's out and about. That one's out and about as well. Now these assaults, we'll probably be wanting to take this central area and then just fan up from there. So we'll move the guys across. Tail Sly Fox. Now, going to have to assault with this one, and similarly with Dragster. Get Dragster to help in the middle here. This is Nicholas, who's got an accuracy of 50, so not great. And again, it's going to be mainly sort of like mid-level attacks. If I move to there, seeing a little bit down that other side. We can't do much there. That protects us from the shot from over the other side there. Now, Supreme Plague doesn't get to see the other one. If he moves to there, does he then get a shot? No, not much of one, only through the window. I think I'm better off running this way. Began to cover the open area through here. Not going to get much of a shot. We do actually have a single shot there. 27%. It's really not going to happen. Look, I'll take it. 27% to 27%. Missed. Alright, that's okay. We thought that might be the case. This one's got like a lot of health. So saying maybe leave it for reaction fire. Yeah, maybe I should have actually, if it does sort of move up. It's likely to jump down or do something else. And we don't really have any reaction shots at all actually, so Beacon may be in trouble here. We'll see how we go. You've got 81 versus the 27 that we required. So we'll end our turn. Here they come. Oh, there's one. Oh no, who was that? Nicholas was killed. One of the non-named ones. Wow. Well, there you go, guys. There you go. One of our riflemen. That could have been anyone. That could have been anyone. Now, we're not seeing anyone anymore. There's two on this side, and Ruts is on his own. How do we get a visual on that? It's probably my best bet to get a shot on the other side. There was another one out this way as well. And the one up the top here has now disappeared as well. I think I'm going to have to leave reaction shots for some of these. We've got time to pick up this one. It's one down. So that one's up there. Alright, we'll just duck down there. So that would be the one that came around the other side. This is all open. We don't have any grenades there with that one. We do with this one here. You can actually hit that. A normal grenade. We might do a smoke grenade as well. And try to sort of stun it. Okay, so Dragster is that was good. Good moves. So I think that was a good change. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Now this one we'll have to leave there for some, like, and do something. Let's get orangutans to here. .48 there. Not sure what to do with this. We know that we've got more on this other side here that we're going to have to deal with. I think what we'll do is we'll bring you up to here. 29. That's not good enough. I don't know if they'll be able to hit easily at this close distance. You know, I think what I'll do is I'll set up a trap for it. I think we can see that window from here. No, we can't. If I move to there, can I see it? Press control. No. Still not good enough. I'll go back to here again. Yeah, I can't really duck down either. Beacon can duck down. Doesn't get a shot at all, but next turn hopefully that'll be a better shot. Now it means that this one's exposed as well, and we also then have Supreme Plague. Doesn't get a good, clean shot at it. To think about what we do over here. I'll just stay here. I can't move. I'll leave that one there so we do end up with a reaction shot there. This one here, we're sort of a bit exposed. Really can't see much else of what we can do here, so I think I will actually come back down around and we'll just take this area in here. That's fine. And we'll just duck down there to the Tailsty Fox. That one potentially could be shot at. Beacon could potentially be shot at. This one I think is still okay, but there's two of them on this other side. So we are going to have to get, and we've got the one on this other side as well. Okay, that's pretty much everyone now in position. So we'll, yeah, one of you suffered a bleeding wound. Yep, that's okay, which was, Nicholas is already down. Down and gone. Okay, so we'll end it here. The other way. Alright, 5 turns left to release the civilians. We're not seeing any of them. We know that it's up in here somewhere. Really get close enough anywhere. Need to race down there. So aware of that one. Just duck down to make ourselves a bit more of a smaller target. So it's back up this way somewhere, but we don't know where. Go up the ladder with orangutans, who's a shit shot. Orangutans really does need support. That's the thing. And then we've got this guy back out over here. 68% chance there, but we're not going to get the kill. Only leave me with a snapshot. So 29% chance there. That's a 48, but I've got 2 shots there with that. So I think what I'll do is I will actually, if I go to there and take the shot, no, we don't get the, we can't see it. All right, let's duck down. Okay, ruts. 52% chance with 2 shots there. We've got 28 with 3. Okay, I'll take this one here, the 52. Nice. Get another shot. Missed. But Beacon is right here. Hang on. Go there. 99% chance. Now it's 100%. That'll be the kill. If I right click, it's only a 50%, so I'll take this shot. That one's down. There's still another one over this other side somewhere. I'll just keep begging where he is. So we'll see, keep on watching what's going on this way. Ruts can't do anything else. That gives us... would have liked to have knocked one of them out. Now, Dragster is the one that I prefer to have in around here. Let's just move in a little bit to this side. I don't see anything else down this other side. Okay, these guys here we need to end up with Overwatch. So I think I'll actually take Supreme Plague back, because we know that there's another one back in here somewhere. I've got sort of two of them here, plus this one. Plus this one as well, that they can sort of start to... Actually, what we might do is just have a quick look and see. Can we see anyone else in here? Not really. Not see anyone else this way either. Just leave that one down there for now. This one could jump down into this next position. Can keep on rushing. There he is. I think orangutans will still be okay. But all the assaults this side, I need to have a medic down this way as well. Really can't afford to go up the ladder there. Just keep them together. Okay, there's no Overwatch this turn. Tings is now going to be the one in trouble. So, end our turn. Oh, another one we didn't see. That's okay. Now this one again is has taken some damage. Supreme Plague is going to be the guy. We do have another one over here which we have to be careful of. Even an 85% chance there. Okay, let's go and do it. Duck down. Oh, not enough, not enough. Alright, well we do have to now definitely do some damage there. What grenades have you got? You got heaps. Heaps and heaps. They take 27. Not going to be good enough. What about up this way? 43. So what's going on with that? If we go and fire it there, it's 90%. Doesn't matter where I fire it from in that case. I might just do it from there. Great. Okay, that protects Supreme Plague. Still got 29 action points there, and we don't want to go up into the smoke. Good stuff. Dragster is doing very, very well here with these grenades. Now we've got another one back over there that we are aware of. We've got to rush forward with these. I think I'm just going to have to go all the way down the outside edge here. Just go for it. We have to go for it. So, now Began has still got a shot, but we're not aware of any of the others just yet. Just leave that one where that is. Just keep on looking down this way. Orangutans really doesn't have the accuracy. Terrible accuracy, but we still need to keep on moving. And we need orangutans to be the target. Now, there is this guy over here. There's nothing up the top. Okay, we'll go back to Began. We saw there was another one back over this other side here. Maybe we'll go back to Ruts. I'm not seeing smashed windows along here. Not seeing anything that way either. Can we get across to there? We can't get to there and duck down, but I'll still take it. Okay, we're not seeing much else at this other side. Where is the other guy? Go back to Began. We need to try to get Overwatch down this way. It's 40. That's going to give me enough for an aimed shot. Potentially. Maybe it's out of visual range. Alright, just get rid of these. Okay. Everything else is good here, I think. This one here. It's really useless in terms of combat, but great at opening up stuff. The one was back in there. So at 19, I think I'll move out to here. I'm assuming there's nothing in there. I think we would have seen it. Nothing down that way. Just watch this way a little bit. Sure, we'll look down that way. Alright, then we've just got Tailsly Fox. It's pretty potentially going to have to move. Now, we don't know what's over this other side. I don't have a clear shot there. I don't want to come back out. I prefer to keep on racing down. It's just getting behind the cover. Wherever this one comes out from here, we won't be able to cover it, but Began's the only one with any sort of chance of doing some damage out this way. Alright, that'll do us. We'll end our turn. Here it comes. Oh, missed. I think it's outside of Bregan's range. Yeah, it is. It's Dragster. Good, you're running down. What have we got before this all finishes? 3 turns left. So there's no point really in doing anything with orangutans. 22%, not gonna work. Let's just do it anyway though. Nothing. Now we do actually have suppression. %, there, 60% there. We don't get a shot. 48% there is not good enough. We know that there's still know there's another one out this way somewhere. We really need Began to get a shot down here. It's only 8% because of that there. 6% still hitting it. 8% just not enough. I think I'm going to have to come into and just reposition this turn. We haven't seen the other one that was down this other side. Let's just go and grab this one now. It's 4 of 10 that we've now activated. So I'm not seeing the other one that was down this way. So they're just rifle. It looks like it's safe for Beacon to move into the central position. No, it's not. Alright, so we've got 44. I can duck down. I've got a 66% chance here. Nice, that's the start of one. So we'll just keep Beacon where he is. Fair distance away, so that is the other one that we saw down this way. Now, assaulting this. We don't get enough. It's not going to work. I'm going to have to use grenades here. And we've got 25, not going to work. Let's just get out of the way. Okay, Supreme Plague. That's reasonable as well. Nope, it's shit. Duck down. Now Dragster. If I move to there, we've still got a flashbang. I think that they're going to go after orangutans. So I might just come and sit down in here. So we're going past this as well. Let's just sit where we are. And just leave it there. Okay, we'll end our turn. Hit the armor. Oh, armor's gone. Okay, so orangutans is still okay, health-wise. But did take a big beating there. Gives me a shot there. Duck down. Even better, a little bit. Down, that's great. Geez, Drax is really smashing it this round. This one has now come back down this way. Don't know why Beacon can't see it. Seeing what's going on here. Can get inside the building, I'll do that. So it's down in this position here. I can get across to there, I'll do that. I'll have to use Beacon to get this one out of here. Alright, so nothing else can happen down that way. I'm running right out of time now. Could be going up on the roof. We might do the same actually. With tails. Just duck down, smaller target. Get rid of that one. There he is. I knew it was close. I only get a normal shot there. No, I don't get a shot there at all. Right, let's just get close. Duck down, we got reaction shot. Dragster can't move. Don't know where this one's going to go. Just stay where we are there. Right, so we now just need to get across into the middle here. I'll just stay out in the open here, and we will end our turn there. That's probably going to be hit. No, there it goes. Whoa! Oh, wow! What on earth, orangutans? What on earth? What the hell? Okay, we've eliminated all the hostile. That should not have happened. That should not have happened. Not with your accuracy. This is crazy. 36 out of 100. That was not possible. What the hell happened there? So how many of these do we need? We've got 6 of these. We still need to keep on getting a few more of these. We can now do this one without any problem. So we'll just keep on running around now. Oh, last remaining turn. Okay, we missed out on that one. 2 there. So, Beacon, you can grab this one. We'll just make it. There we go. That's about all we can do. No one else can get close enough, I don't think. No, there's not going to be anything that we can do here. That's it. And turn. Now I've run right out of time. I've got to go to the beach and have a swim in the cold ocean now. It's getting quite cold. Okay, we lost 1. But we did rescue 9, which is good. Yeah, orangutan's saying I think it should be retested for their accuracy. Well, that was incredible. That was an incredible... No shield. He'd come down, he'd fired at you once, missed, and then you reaction shot at him and did the job. So we had an unnamed, so there was no banning at all here. The Dragster killed 2, Beacon killed 1, Orangutans killed 1. Wow. Dragster did incredible there. So Orangutan still is only a private. Beacon's now gone up to corporal. That was a victory for us. 9 of the 10 locals survived. So we'll accept that. So the Doomsday Clock has gone right down now. But I have to get going, guys, so I'm going to have to leave it here. So thanks for watching. I'll just save the game. And we'll come back to it. So I've set up a... for this one, I do want to keep on playing this for like at least once a week, I would hope, to sort of just keep it thumping along, maybe a couple of times in the first couple of weeks. I've got to figure out what to do with my YouTube channel, like whether to put these sorts of like once we go past about 2 episodes, it sort of ends up not working all that well on YouTube. So I'm not sure what to do about YouTube. I do actually have an extra channel, so if you are watching on YouTube, there is a DasTactic extra, and I don't really use it, but I probably will end up putting a lot of the live streams, I think, on that particular one. So if you are a YouTube watcher, I'll try to give a bit of notice with that one, but there is, and I'll try to advertise it somewhere. I think it might be in the description link, I think. Anyway, I've got to get going, guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow if you're around. Thanks for watching.